What's up there, YouTube? It's Gores here, giving you guys a deck profile for my virtual world deck that I took top 8 today at the Tactics Case tournament. So it was first place gets a place set of Tactics, and then the rest of top 8 split a case. So without further ado, I really enjoyed this deck. Before this format, I had actually never played the deck, and this was my first tournament ever playing the deck. Super enjoyable deck, lots of lines of play, very fun, very grindy. Really enjoying this deck and the version that I played. So yeah, I'm just going to get into it. I did make a lot of misplays today, which really goes to show like how strong this deck is, because I misplayed probably 3 out of my 6 total matches. I lost in top 8 to a misplay. I should have made a Shen Shen instead of a Croco Dragon. I had forgotten that I was under Droll, but because I had to spend so much time thinking about the lines of play for Virtual World, it took a lot out of me. So with that being said, let's just get right into the deck profile. So I played 3 copies of Lulu, 3 copies of Lao Lao, 3 copies of Li Li, 3 copies of Gigi, 2 copies of Nian Nian, and 1 copy of Tutu. So I really think this is probably the optimal ratio for Virtual World. I don't really see a need to play more than 1 Tutu. Playing more than 2 Nian Nian seems kind of like too much to me. If you banish them both with desires, then hey, your opponent just had the luck that day, right? So I really enjoy this ratio. It was clutch all day. Round 1, I did banish 3 Lao Laos and still managed to pull it out of the hat there, winning with 100 life points left. So for the hand traps, I played 3 Phantasme and 3 Ash Blossom. They're just really strong right now. This was for Dragon Link. I didn't see it all day, but it still came in clutch in a couple of my game 1s. So that's it for the monsters. For the spells, I played 3 City, 3 Qinglong, 3 Pot of Desires, and 1 E-Telly. I really like E-Telly. I can't afford Tactics at the moment. Well, it's not that I can't afford them. I'm about to go to Korea, so while I'm in Korea, I'll probably be showing you guys some OCG lists. But for now, I feel like this is the optimal. It was really enjoyable. If I had Tactics, I probably would have played them, but I don't. So this is what I ended up playing. It was super strong all day. And then for the traps. Now, I played 9 traps, which I kind of took after the person that took second place at the extravaganza here. I did not net deck them, but they definitely inspired me to run something a little different. So I played 3 Solemn Judgment in the main deck. This card was clutch all day. This card did nothing but set me up for success. Dark Ruler No More didn't happen. Stopping the invoked engine and then saving my crystal, like being able to save my Crystal Wing. This card was so strong all day. It just won games. I actually paid from 200 to 100 to win my round 1. Next up, I played 3 Chuchi. I feel like you have to play 3 because you want one that can go in the graveyard. You need one on the field. You're playing Desires, so I felt like 3 was just mandatory. 1 Zwan Wu. In a perfect world, you're going to send this before you resolve your Desires, so hopefully you do get your beautiful starting hand. Today I bricked a lot and still was managing to win, and it was mainly because this card, Solemn Judgment right here for your grind game, is absolutely fantastic. So then for the main deck Floodgates, I played 1 Imperial Order and 1 Skill Drain. Skill Drain is insane. Your virtual worlds can play under it, and your Imperial Order is just a free win against so many decks. Playtesting against Dragon Link, they couldn't use their quick launch, their chaos space. Sometimes they pay cost for chaos space, and the Imperial Order just gave me the advantage I needed. Like I said, the Invoke Shadal matchup, it's really hard for them to play through this. Prank Kids even, stopping the Prank Kid plays. There's no reason not to main Imperial Order. Dark Ruler No More is a really strong card against this deck. I just really enjoyed Imperial Order. And let's get into the extra deck. So I feel like my extra deck was suboptimal. Like I said, this was my first tournament playing with this deck, and A lot of my choices I felt like were correct, but there's something I would want to change, and let's just talk about that first. Hyperiton, I would want to cut this for another dragon that Altamaya could summon. I like Hyperiton, but I did not make it all day. I would probably play Moonlight Rose Dragon or Beals even. Beals seems like it'd be really strong this format. A 3k Indomitable monster just seems like it'd really push people's shit in. So next up, I played the one Bamboozle. This card came in clutch all day, making your opponent have to play around it. There were multiple times where I made this Crystal Wing with Solemn Judgment set and a Croco Dragon. I made that board so many times, which is a very strong board. Like, this card is actually really strong. I kind of wish I had a Fortune Tune, but if I did play Fortune Tune, I would probably cut one of my rank 6s or potentially something else. I'm just not sure. One Utopia Beyond, I didn't make it all day. It did not ever come up. One M7, this card came up a lot. Don't get me wrong, I would always play this though. Having this card is necessary, I feel. And then one Thunder Charger to give me 4 materials for Zeus. One Enter Blathnir. This card is just bonkers. It's so good. Being able to banish stuff is really strong this format. And then one Zeus. So then for the Synchros, I didn't play any Links, because we don't need Link monsters in this deck. So for the Synchros, I played the one Ultimate Zolkin. It's Zolkin. Like, this card is so strong. Just putting it in my extra monster zone and then just summoning my Crystal Wing just puts me in there. And speaking of Crystal Wing, there he is. And then for the level 6 Synchros, I played the one Charge Warrior, the one Coral Dragon, and the one Juju. Juju is insane. This card is protected from everything. It destroys cards. It just handles problems. Like, it came in clutch all day. So yeah. And then for the level 9 Synchros, I played the one Vermilion Dragon Mech, the one Croco Dragon, and one Shen Shen. I feel like this is pretty standard. It's pretty optimal. These cards are absolutely bonkers. They're really strong. I really enjoyed them all day. So for the side, I would probably change some stuff in my side, but for the most part, this side deck was pretty clutch. So once again, I'm just going to get right into it. I played a playset of Dark Ruler No More, a playset of Nibiru. This was for going second against Dragon Link, and I did not see that deck all day. So thankfully for me, I guess. Playset of Artifact Lancia. Lancia is really good right now. I feel like it's kind of a necessary card for the format right now. It's really strong. It beats Dinos. It beats Invoked. If you happen to play the Mirror Match, it's really good in that. So then this is the next card I cited. I cited 3. There Can Only Be More. You can play around it. It's strong. It wins, once again, the Dragon Link matchup. Like, I was not afraid of Dragon Link today. There were a lot of them there. Unfortunately, I didn't see them, but I was not scared of that deck. So next up, I played 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance. This is once again for the Invoked matchup. Invoked is a really fair matchup for this deck. You're either going to push their shit in, or it's going to be a grind game. So Anti-Spell Fragrance just seemed like the right call. And then finally, I played 1 copy of Red Reboot. Red Reboot was really strong. The only thing I would want to do is maybe find room for Cosmic Cyclones, but honestly, I didn't miss them all day. My Eldritch matchup is so strong because of cards like Shen Shen and Croco Dragon in combination. Cards like Crystal Wing being able to just beat over the Eldritch when I need to. Cards like Utopia Beyond making everything 0. Chuchi being able to chain to everything. It just, honestly, Eldritch did not scare me. I don't think it's being played in abundance as it used to be. But yeah, with that being said, that was the deck. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the name change as well. Unfortunately, the team that I was doing videos with just did not have time to make videos. So I decided I am going to be taking over the channel myself. So with that being said, it's Gores, signing off.